Born Susan K. Quatro on June 3, 1950, in Detroit, Michigan, Suzi Quatro was destined for greatness. Raised in a musically inclined family, her father, Art Quatro, was a musician who nurtured her early love for rhythm and harmony. Unlike many women of her time, Suzi didn't just become a singer in a band. She made history as a pioneering bass-playing rock star. With her leather jumpsuits, thunderous bass lines, and bold presence, she carved out a space for women in the male-dominated rock world. Her style and spirit resonated deeply with fans, making her a household name. She wasn't just part of the rock scene, she helped shape it. Throughout her career, Quatro has remained an icon, continuing to inspire future generations of musicians and challenging expectations for women in music. The early years, from Detroit to international fame, Suzi Quatro's journey to stardom began in her hometown of Detroit, where she formed an all-girls garage band, the Pleasure Seekers, with her sisters. The band was groundbreaking for its time, showcasing female musicianship in an era when women rarely played instruments in rock music. By the early 1970s, Quatro was discovered by British record producer Mickie Most, who saw her potential and encouraged her to relocate to the United Kingdom. In 1973, Quatro's single Can the Can became a massive hit, reaching number 1 in the UK and selling over 2 million copies worldwide. This success propelled her into the spotlight, where she would become one of the most influential female figures in rock, known for her powerful vocals, fierce attitude, and unwavering confidence on stage. A revolutionary force in rock music. Throughout the 1970s, Suzi Quatro established herself as one of the leading female rock stars of her era. Songs like 48 Crash, Devilgate Drive, and The Wild One became anthems of rebellion, with Quatro's punchy bass lines and commanding presence at the forefront. Her image, often clad in a leather jumpsuit, symbolized strength and independence, qualities that challenged the typical portrayal of women in the music industry. Quatro demanded respect as a musician, not just as a novelty act. She became a trailblazer for other women in rock, opening doors for artists like Joan Jett, Debbie Harry, and Chrissie Hynde. Her influence extended far beyond record sales, as she redefined what it meant to be a female rock star. Versatility as an entertainer, from music to acting. While Suzi Quatro is best known for her music, her talents extend beyond the stage. In the mid-1970s, Quatro made her way into acting, appearing as Leather Tuscadero on the popular American sitcom Happy Days. Her role brought her wider recognition in the United States and demonstrated that she was more than just a musician. She was an entertainer with multifaceted talents. Quatro's appearance on Happy Days allowed her to share her unique charisma with a broader audience, showing that she could succeed in different forms of entertainment while staying true to her rock and roll identity. This crossover success proved her versatility and solidified her status as a true pop culture icon. Inspiring a generation of female rockers, Suzi Quatro's influence on rock music cannot be overstated. As one of the first women to break into the male-dominated world of rock, she inspired countless female musicians who followed in her footsteps. Icons like Joan Jett, Chrissie Hynde, and Debbie Harry have all cited Quatro as a key influence on their careers. Her fearless approach to music and her image as a tough, independent performer gave women in rock permission to embrace their own power and creativity. Quatro's legacy is built not just on the hits she produced, but on the cultural doors she opened for women in music, encouraging them to step into spaces traditionally dominated by men. Enduring success: touring, recording, and radio. Despite the passage of time, Suzi Quatro has never stopped pursuing her passion for music. She continues to tour, record, and perform, demonstrating that her love for rock and roll remains as strong as ever. Albums like Back to the Drive, 2006, and No Control, 2019, show that Quatro is still capable of creating fresh, dynamic music that resonates with both longtime fans and new listeners. Her stage presence remains electrifying, and her voice still carries the same edge and power that first made her famous. In addition to her music career, Quatro has embraced a new platform by taking to the airwaves with BBC Radio 2. Her radio shows, Rocking with Suzi Q and Wake Up Little Suzi, have become fan favorites as listeners tune in to hear Quatro's expert knowledge of rock history and her personal stories from decades in the industry. Personal life and family, a balancing act. Throughout her career, Suzi Quatro has managed to balance her professional success with her family life. In 1976, she married guitarist and musical collaborator Len Tuckey, and the couple had 2 children together. Their marriage, though rooted in both love and professional partnership, ended in divorce in 1992 after 16 years. Despite the challenges of raising children while maintaining an international career, Quatro has always placed great importance on family. After her divorce, Quatro remarried in 1993 to German concert promoter Rainer Haas, who understood the demands of her career. The couple's shared appreciation for music and family has helped create a stable and supportive home life. Quatro's dedication to her children and family has always been a priority, even as she continued to tour and record. The Essex manor, a place of stability. In the 1980s, Suzi Quatro and her first husband, Len Tuckey, purchased a beautiful manor house in Essex, England, which became their family home. The house represented not only a place of stability, but also the success they had built together. After the divorce, Quatro continued to live in the manor with her 2 children, using it as a sanctuary from the demands of her public life. In 2006, her daughter and grandchild moved back to the Essex manor, restoring the sense of family and warmth that Quatro cherished. However, as her children grew older and moved out, Quatro experienced the emotional challenges of an empty nest. In 2008, she temporarily put the manor up for sale, reflecting her need for change and the emotional difficulty of maintaining such a large home when it no longer served the same purpose. Life between Essex, Hamburg, and Detroit. As Suzi Quatro's life evolved, she continued to maintain ties to the places that shaped her journey. She divides her time between Essex, England, and Hamburg, Germany, where her second husband, Rainer Haas, is based. Hamburg's rich musical heritage offers Quatro a cultural base, while her connection to England allows her to stay close to her longtime fans. Quatro has never lost touch with her roots in Detroit, Michigan, the city that gave birth to her musical career. By maintaining residences in Essex, Hamburg, and occasionally spending time in Detroit, Quatro embodies the spirit of a truly international artist. Her life and career have spanned continents, and she remains deeply connected to each place that has influenced her. Collaboration with Chris Norman, a timeless duet. One of the most memorable chapters of Suzi Quatro's career is her collaboration with Chris Norman of the band Smokie. In 1978, the two released the hit duet, Stumblin In, which became an international sensation. The song reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and has remained a beloved classic. For Quatro, the experience of working with Norman was not only about commercial success, but also about the creative chemistry between them. "We had this natural chemistry," she recalled. "It was effortless. We weren't competing. We were creating something together." Quatro has always emphasized that their bond was professional and platonic, despite the speculations of fans. "We adored each other, but it was about the music," she explained. The duet remains one of her most cherished musical achievements, and she takes pride in the connection it represents. A song that lasts, the legacy of Stumbling.
And Suzi Quatro believes that Stumbling In has endured because it captures a universal experience, the uncertainty and excitement of stumbling into love. Everyone can relate to stumbling into love or something unexpected, she said. The song's lasting appeal is a testament to the emotional resonance of the duet and the bond it represents. For Quatro, the success of Stumbling In was a gift, and she will always be grateful to Chris Norman for the music they created together. That song was a gift, she concluded. Chris was part of that gift, and I'll always be grateful for him. As Quatro continues to inspire new generations of musicians and fans, Stumbling